discuss speed and velocity. Okay. So till now we have discussed distance and displacement we have discussed. Okay. Distance, it's a scalar quantity. Okay. It depends on the path taken. The path we have taken, it depends. So as displacement is the shortest path between the two positions, that is initial position and final position. It's the shortest path. This is clear. This we have discussed. It's vector. Now I'll be discussing speed and velocity. So what does speed mean? Speed, what does speed tell us? That is how fast a body is moving. Okay, just a second. Okay. So till now we have discussed distance and displacement. Today we'll be discussing speed and velocity. So what does speed mean? Speed tells us how fast a body is moving. How fast a body is moving. How fast a body is moving. This the speed tells us. For example, it is 5 meters per second. The speed is 5 meters per second. It tells us how fast the body is. That is, it is covering 5 meters in 1 second. The body is covering 5 meters in 1 second. In 1 second, the body is covering 5 meters per 5 meters. So speed tells us how fast the body is. Okay. What does velocity will tell? It will as well tell how fast the body is moving. But something extra information this velocity is going to provide. Okay. How fast the body is moving plus in which direction the body is moving. So direction of motion. It will provide us the direction of motion as well. In which direction the body is moving. Okay. If I say 5 meters per second due east. If I say 5 meters per second due east, it means the body is moving with a speed of 5 meters per second in east direction. So it will be velocity. Velocity gives us direction as well. How fast the body is moving plus the direction in which the body is moving. Okay. So velocity is a vector quantity, whereas speed is a scalar quantity. Okay. No direction. Here it's a vector quantity. We have the direction. This is clear. Okay. So speed is always going to be positive. Since we have discussed scalar quantity or vector quantities, their magnitude are always positive. The magnitude is always positive. Okay. So if I represent, for example, if I'm writing 5 meter per second velocity minus 5 meter per second, does it mean that velocity is negative? Does
No,
it mean
sir.
the
No,
it
ma'am.
doesn't
No,
mean
sir.
okay. It does not mean it's negative. What does it mean? This negative sign gives us the direction. The magnitude is always positive. So in velocity, the positive or negative sign gives us the direction. Okay, for example, this direction I am taking as positive. Okay, that means negative direction will be opposite to this. This will be our negative direction. This you understood? This will be our negative direction. Okay. So minus sign. This gives us direction. Positive or negative with velocity gives us direction. Okay. I haven't written due east on which direction. I have put minus 5. If I'm writing 5 meter velocity of 5 meter per second, it means plus sign is there and this denotes this direction we have taken. Okay. This is on our convection, which direction we want to take, positive or negative, depending on the question we usually take. But mainly we follow that this direction is positive or this direction is negative. Okay. Opposite to this direction, we take as negative. This is clear. So positive or negative sign in velocity gives us direction. Always remember that one. Gives us direction. And since we are going to discuss only straight line motion, either this direction or this direction. So this direction, if you are taking positive, it means the opposite direction it will be negative. Understood this one? So in velocity, the negative and positive sign gives us direction. This is very important point. Always remember this one. This is clear? Okay, this was the brief discussion regarding speed and velocity. Now we'll be concentrated or we will be limited to speed. We'll be discussing only speed. Okay, and then we'll take velocity. Okay. So for example, so how the speed is defined, other definition, how we can say how fast a body is moving, that speed. It's the rate of change of distance. How the distance is changing, at what rate the distance is changing, but with respect to what? With respect to time. Okay, how the distance is changing with respect to time, that will give us the speed. Okay, take for example, we are having a body A, initially at rest, for example, now started motion. So this is our t equal to 0. What is its position? Distance covered, it's 0 meter. Okay, but after 1 second, we found the body is here. So distance covered is how much? It is 5 meter. And after 1 second, again after 2 seconds, that is from here, 1 second passed, second, it was at 10 meter. Again, 3 second, it was at 15 meter. Okay. So what is the time interval for each one? How much it is the time interval? 1 second?
5 seconds.
1 second. Time interval for this one. This one, how much time interval? Again 1 second between these two positions, this one and this one. Again 1 second. Yes or no? So what has been speed for this motion? How much distance it has moved? Distance has changed from 0 to 5 meter. What is the speed during this motion? It is
5 meter per second.
5 meter per second. Here as well, how much? 5 meter per second. So in 1 second, it has changed 5 meter. In this as well, 5 meter per second. Or if we take the whole, that is from here to here, how much distance it has covered? 15 meter.
15 meter.
In how many seconds? 3 seconds. So what will be the speed?
5 meter per second.
5 meter per second. What we did, total distance divided by total time, give us speed. Understood this one? What does speed mean? Speed means rate of change of distance with respect to time. How it is changing with time. So we are saying 5 meter per second. That is, each second the distance is changing by 5 meter. Each second the distance is changing by 5 meter. This is clear? Speed. So what is the, okay, speed is a scalar quantity. What will be the unit of speed? SI unit?
Meter per second.
How we have got? What is the formula for speed? Distance upon time. This is our formula. So speed we can see here. How we denote speed? This is U or V we denote. Where U means initial speed, V means final speed. This is clear? U means initial speed and V means final speed. Okay, we denote with U and V. Distance we denote with S. Time we denote with T. Okay, sometimes you will see time as written as lime, LIME. Okay, distance upon time. This is clear? Distance as a unit, meter. Time, second. So unit is meter per second. Okay, or meter per second. You can write like this as well. No issues. This is clear to all? Okay. Now we'll discuss different kinds of speeds. Okay. It will depend on how the distance is being covered. It is rate of change of distance. Now, how this distance changing? Depending on that, we will have different kinds of speed. Okay. First, we'll be discussing. Yes, you want to ask something? Yes. Okay. So we'll be discussing first uniform speed. First, we'll be discussing uniform speed. Okay, there are different kinds of speed. First, we'll be discussing uniform speed. Now, it means we have discussed speed definition, rate of change of distance. How this change is taking place, change of distance. If this change of distance is uniform, each second change of distance is uniform, that is same distance. Okay, this change is same. Yes, Nikhil. 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 Any issue with you? Nikhil, you want to say something?
No, sir.
Then why unmuted?
By mistake.
Such mistakes should not happen again. Remember this. It should not happen again. Anyone who unmutes themselves, it blinks here with the name. So pay attention in the class. Such mistakes should not happen. Okay? Don't play with the mobile. So uniform speed we are discussing. Okay? Uniform is this change of distance is uniform. That is each second the body is covering equal distance. Each second the body is covering equal distance. For example, body started, we have discussed earlier as well, the same case. For second, it has covered 5 meters. Second, so 1 second, 1 second. It has covered 5 meters. Again, 1 second, it has covered 5 meters. Okay. So you can see in each time interval, in each equal time interval, the body has covered the same equal distance. You can see the change in distance. First second is changed by 5 meters. Again, it's changed by 5 meters. Again, it's changed by 5 meters. So change is uniform. Or in simple words, we can say when the body is covering equal distance in equal intervals of time. When the body is covering equal distance in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be moving with uniform speed. Uniform means same speed. Like we have the uniform in class or in school we have, is the same kind of clothes. That means uniform. This is clear, uniform. So uniform speed we can easily calculate since in each time interval the change is same. Okay, the body is covering equal distance in each time interval. Okay, so body is said to be moving with uniform speed if it covers equal distance in equal intervals of time throughout its motion. That is given in your book. So uniform speed is clear. Okay, and formula we can use here S equal to velocity speed into time. So speed can be represented with U or it can be represented with V. This is clear. So uniform speed. Anyone have doubt? Various examples are being given in book. That is when a body is moving on a polished surface. Okay. So for example, body is moving polished surface means frictional force is zero. No other force is acting on the body. It is moving. So it will keep on moving with the same speed. That is uniform speed. Okay. Another example is given of a raindrop. Okay. When raindrop starts to fall, which force is acting on it? Which force, downward force, is acting on it?
Gravitational force.
Gravitational force. Okay, I'll represent with this one. Okay, which force are opposing its motion? As its velocity increases, some forces becomes more active. One is the frictional force with the air. Yes or no? That is viscous drag. Okay, and one more force is there, upthrust. That is air is also trying to push it upward. That is upthrust. Up force, upthrust. Okay, so when these forces, that is viscous drag, one more force, upthrust, I represent with FB. Okay, when these forces plus equal to gravitational force, net force acting on the body will be zero, yes or no? When they becomes equal, these and these, they becomes equal, net force will be zero. So after some time, they will become equal, and now the raindrop will be falling with the same velocity. That will be uniform velocity. Okay, this will be discussing upthrust. There is a whole chapter devoted to upthrust. We'll be discussing there. So this thing will become get more clear there. Okay. Viscous drag, I think in 10th or 11th class, I think. That is friction because of air as well. That is fluids. Okay. Uniform speed is clear to all. Okay. Now, if the body is covering unequal distance in equal intervals of time, then what you have to do? That is, this change of distance is not uniform. This change is sometimes it is, for example, take an example. We have a body. For 4 seconds, it has covered 5 meters in 2 second, next time interval it has covered 2 meter. Then it has covered 3 meter. Then it has covered 4 meter. Okay, so what is the time interval? Again, time interval we have to take the same. 1 second. Here the time interval, 1 second. Here the time interval, 1 second. So time interval is same. Okay, and the distance covered in each time interval is different. So if a body is moving such that it covers unequal distance in equal intervals of time, this is intervals of time between 2 seconds, 3 seconds, interval of time is how much? 1 second. So in body covers unequal distance in equal intervals of time, then it is called as non-uniform speed. Non-uniform it is, okay. If I give a question like this, body is covering unequal distance in unequal intervals of time. Can we tell it whether it's a uniform speed or non-uniform speed?
Sir, we can tell.
How we can tell? It is covering unequal distance in unequal intervals of time. Whether it will be uniform or non-uniform.
Sir, if the distance covered in first second that is 5 meter, then we can tell that after 2 seconds it can take a 10 meter, then there is uniform speed.
1 minute, 1 minute. What I am saying is, if the time interval are as well unequal and the distance covered are as well unequal, can we say whether it is uniform or non-uniform? We cannot say at that time. It can be uniform or non-uniform depending on these values, depending on the values. So how to define non-uniform? Always remember, we are taking time interval same, equal intervals. Okay, that's why in definition you can see unequal distances covered in equal intervals of time. So it will always be non-uniform. Definition is clear. Unequal distances covered in equal intervals of time. This is definition for non-uniform. If non-uniform speed is there, how we can calculate speed? It is non-uniform. So the question arises now, how we can calculate speed? Okay.
Average.
So we have uniform, we already discussed. When it is non-uniform, or we call it as variable as well because it is varying. Now if it is non-uniform, we can either calculate average, or there is one more thing. Like when you are driving a bike or anything, you see the speedometer. What kind of speed does it tell? It tells the speed at that moment only. What is the speed at that moment? In that very short interval of time, it tells us the speed. So that speed is called instantaneous speed. So either we can, so when it is non-variable, when it is variable or non-uniform, we tell either the instantaneous speed or average speed. These we'll be using to calculate the speed. Okay, two variable speed. So instantaneous speed means, for example, you're driving bike. So that at a moment, what is the speed? That will be the instantaneous speed. That is at a particular instant, at a particular moment, what is the speed? So how to calculate instantaneous speed? Speed formula remains same. Okay, that is U or V, distance upon time. That is the formula. Okay, so what changes we have to make here to this formula for instantaneous speed? We are watching for just a moment, for a very small moment we are watching. Okay, so we have to take this time, very small time. So what we are going to calculate is the distance covered in a very, very small time. That is nearly equal to 0 time. Okay, if we go very near to the 0, more accurate speed we will be getting. So we are taking very, very small time interval. In that, we are going to see what is the distance covered. So more the smaller the time interval, more accurate, that is more equal, the distance covered will be uniform in that time interval, very small time interval. So distance covered in small time interval, okay, divided by that time. Okay, you can see that one formula on page number 30. Instantaneous speed, distance traveled in a short time interval, very short time interval, divided by that short time interval. That is the formula for instantaneous speed. Understood? In a very small interval of time, what is the distance covered divided by that short interval of time? That will give us the instantaneous speed. That is at a particular moment, at a particular instant, what is the speed? Okay. Now, average speed means average speed. We take the average of all of them. How we take the average of them? That is total distance divided by total time. That will give us the average. For example, we have to take the average of the class. For example, we take the average of the height. So what we do? We add all the heights divided by number of students. That will give us the average height. Similarly, average speed. Okay, what will be the average speed for this one? What will be the average speed for this one? What is the total distance covered? 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. How much it is?
14 meters.
8, 7, 8, 9, 14. Okay?
2.5.
14 meter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 meter.
2.5
Okay,
meter per
how much
second.
it will be? 2.5 or something else? 7 upon 2 meter per second.
3.5.
3.5 meter per second. So this is the average speed. Now its speed is varying each second. Speed is varying each second. So on an average, with what speed it is moving? 3.5 meter per second. As well, for example, you can calculate. For example, you have moved from Sikar to Jaipur. So throughout the journey, your speed is varying. You can check the speedometer at any moment. You can see the speed is varying. Okay. Now to calculate what was the speed, that is, what was the average speed you have moved. How you could calculate the total distance from Sikar to Jaipur divided by total time taken for the journey. You will get the average speed. This is clear? Okay. Now one more thing. Okay, if it is uniform speed, do we need instantaneous speed, average speed? Do they have any meaning if it is uniform throughout the journey? No?
No, sir.
Because they all three will be same. All three will be same. Instantaneous speed, average speed, we talk when there is variable velocity, speed. Okay. So speed is clear to all.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now we'll be discussing velocity. Okay, just go through it speed once in your book if you have any doubt. Now we start with velocity. Okay. Speed we have discussed, that is how fast the body is moving. Okay. Here how the body is moving in a particular direction. So it is okay, rate of change. Okay. How fast the body is moving, that is rate of change of distance in particular direction. Okay, here we have extra is particular direction or in certain direction. Okay, this is our velocity, rate of change of distance in particular direction. Extra we have is the direction here, or we can call it as, or okay, with respect to time, it is rate of change of displacement. How the displacement is changing. Understood this one? It is rate of change of displacement. So in displacement, direction is specified with respect to time. This is clear? So velocity is rate of change of displacement with respect to time. How the displacement is changing with respect to time. That will give us the velocity. Okay. Now velocity is a vector quantity. Okay. It is represented by u or v with an arrow. U and v are the speed. With an arrow, it is the velocity. Initial velocity, final velocity. Remember this one? This is our initial velocity. We represent u with an arrow for initial velocity. Final velocity we represent with v with an arrow. Okay. Similarly, its unit will be meter per second. Those all we have studied. Okay. Oh, and displacement is represented with s. So u or v. Velocity will be how much? displacement upon time. These all are clear?
Yes.
Okay. We discuss first uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means a body is covering equal distance, or body is covering equal distance in certain direction. That is, direction is not changing. Uniform means direction as well is not changing. The magnitude is not changing, direction as well is not changing. Equal distance in a certain direction in equal intervals of time. In equal intervals of time. This is clear for uniform velocity. It covers if a body is moving and covering equal distance in certain direction in equal intervals of time, the body is said to be moving with uniform velocity. Okay, how to calculate? We already know the same way as we are okay. For example, this body is there, it is moving in this direction. From here to here it has moved. 5 meters it has covered in 2 seconds. So what will be the uniform velocity? And take it this direction. Okay, it will be how much? 2.5 meter per second. Okay, plus direction. So this direction we have taken plus. Okay, if that direction, it will be minus 2.5 meter per second. Understood?
Yes, sir.
This is clear. Next is non-uniform velocity. Okay, non-uniform velocity. What does non-uniform means? Or variable velocity? What all changes can take place? Or variable magnitude. Good. Magnitude can change. That is, distance covered is unequal. Magnitude can change. Okay, or direction can change. Yes or no? Either the magnitude changes or direction changes, or both can as well change. That will be the variable velocity, or both. If there is change in magnitude, that is, it is covering unequal distance in equal intervals of time in the same direction with respect to time, then variable velocity. Now, yes. Okay, it is covering equal distances. It is okay. First one, if we take the magnitude change, only magnitude, that is, it is covering unequal distance in equal intervals of time in the same direction. Direction is not changing. If we take the direction change, that is, it is covering equal distances, but direction is changing. Okay, or both are changing. Okay, but since okay, so okay, leave that one. This is clear. Variable velocity. Okay, some examples can you give? Okay, if it is variable, then which kind of velocity will be calculating? Similarly, as we'll be calculating instantaneous velocity. Okay, instantaneous velocity will be calculating very short time interval. So, what is the velocity? What displacement? Okay, distance covered in a very small time interval. Okay, divided by the time interval. So in that time interval, the direction we can take that direction is not changing. As well, the distance covered is very small. Very small it is. So we can take that as equal distances. Okay. Average velocity, we all know. Displacement upon time taken. For example, body is moved here, then moved here, moved here, moved here, moved here, moved here, moved here. Finally, it is here. So from here, this is the initial position. This is the final position. So you can see the velocity changing. For example, it is sometimes increasing, sometimes decreasing, and sometimes it is moving in this direction, then it moving in this direction. So this is the final displacement. This is the displacement. So this displacement divided by total time taken, that will give us the average velocity. And which direction? This will be the direction. Understood this one? Average velocity. Average velocity is clear?
Yes, sir.
Total displacement divided by total time taken. The total displacement is this final displacement. Okay. Okay. Can you give an example where a body is moving with uniform speed but variable velocity? For example, in a circle it is moving. So you can see the direction is changing. For example, it is moving with uniform speed, equal distance covered in equal intervals of time, but direction is changing. Every time, take the
Sir,
tangent at
time
any
over.
position. Okay, 1 minute I'll take. So it means the velocity is changing here. Okay, rest we'll discuss afterwards. Okay, thank you all.
Okay,
So go through it.
thank
If
you,
you
sir.
have any doubt, to us. Thank you all.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
keep
sir.
doing the numericals in your notebook.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all.